Okay, for those of you with CRBs who are looking to double up on the efficiency and usage of the machines to do animal hair removal or matted hair removal, it could be, you know, a person with a lot of hair that's just losing hair all over the place, or typically animals. You want to go over the carpets 2 to 3 times and keep checking underneath your CRB to see how much hair you're actually picking up, and that is an indicator as to how effective your cleaning is. Typically what I do when I'm grooming for animal hair, I go forward, backwards, and then I go perpendicular and go left to right. So you're picking up hair and grabbing it from multiple angles, because as you can imagine, just going back and forth, you're probably missing a lot of strands of hair that is, you know, in directions that your brushes aren't able to adequately pick up on. So that is a really good indicator. I went over this a couple times, and so what I do is I just pull it over, and the best indicator is just to run your finger down the inside of your, and look at that. See, I just pulled some out. Go down the other side, pulled out a little bit more, not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot of hair, but that will be an indicator as to whether or not you think you should hit up this area again. Basically, I sectioned off, or brown, Andre, how do you put it? You square off the room, you cut off the room. I don't know how what your exact terminology is, but basically create yourself a box, because boxes are easy to work in. Good straight lines, you can figure out where you are, and cut off the room. Do your cuts along the walls. For me, I actually take the front reservoir off. So for me, the cut around the room isn't as important, because I can get right up to the floorboards without banging into them. For you guys with the reservoir on the front, the only way that you can get up there is to cut and basically go along the side of the wall, perpendicular with the, not perpendicular, I'm sorry, along lengthwise along the wall. So anyways, just a tip and a pointer. So what I'm going to do for the rest of this, I always do the same thing. I just section off a little area, I go over it, and then I go over it again in the opposite direction, check for the hair that came out, and then I decide whether or not I should go over it again. Now, being that this is matted hair removal, this is an additional service. This isn't just like I'm spending a bunch of extra time performing all this extra work. This is animal hair removal. So this is just doubling up the usage of your tool, so that, you know, I mean, you made a big investment in these things, so you might as well try to figure out as many services as you can perform with it to pay it off. I know that over the last 5 years, I've way more than paid this guy off. So I'm very happy with it. I mean, he's probably returned tenfold or more at this point. So we'll just keep going from here, and yeah, keep doing a great job. The better work you do, the more callbacks that you get. Okay, here is dog hair that we extracted from the carpets. 3 bedrooms, a hallway, and a front room. Quite a bit of hair. And you know what? At the end of the day, I feel really good knowing that I did the best that I possibly could. And the carpets look great, and they're going to be hair-free, smell-free, sanitized, neutralized, deodorized for as long as possible. And the fibers aren't going to be damaged by walking across them. Now, when it comes to odor, that right there is your culprit for a lot of the odor. A lot of it has to do with dander and stuff in the carpeting as well, which we were able to vacuum out a lot, if not all of it. We hit it up with a really high quality encapsulation solution, which will also encapsulate and break residues and things apart, and that encapsulation process also prevents odor as well. The peroxide that we use in our cleaning process is a natural deodorizer, very good with sanitizing and neutralizing and deodorizing. And then again, when hydrogen peroxide evaporates, it pretty much evaporates into air. It's basically just water and nitrogen or something. So when it chemically decomposes and comes apart, it evaporates into nothing. So it's very earth friendly. It's very green cleaning. It leaves practically zero footprint on the environment. There are no chemicals to be dumped out and possibly rinsed into the rivers and streams where you're killing a frog and a cricket here and there. It ain't gonna happen. Not today, because Howells Carpet Cleaning is on the job. So when green, environmentally friendly, eco-friendly carpet cleaning is important to you, Howells Carpet Cleaning will get the job done. 503-939-0534.